Alrighty then.
Go ahead.
Everything is just an audio transcript.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, I don't sit here and watch us. We're not worth it.
We're more of a put on in the background while you're cleaning the house kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty then. We'll go ahead and dive into things. I'll do a little countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well. We are back. well. We are back at a very exciting return to Strixhaven. But Strixhaven Curriculum of Chaos, our year 1 that we brought to a very exciting conclusion, is not yet over, friends. We are still looking at year 1, kind of like a 1.5. There is some aftermath here. There is a cause and effect to things in life, and just to kind of give us a good hearty recap, we saw 5 students, 5 separate individuals become students and become entangled with one another in a couple days of unexpected twists and turns. We had the ever charmful Shannistar, the old historic Kadim, the up and coming Ezekiel, the mysterious Phelan.
Oh, that's not Zeke.
No, leave it there. It's beautiful.
And the generation defining Alistaria. So these 5 individuals all came to Strixhaven, a school that is filled to the brim with history, knowledge, and the goal of turning young, aspiring spellcasters into powerful mages, filled with different wondrous sights to behold, with teachers and the largest library and the largest dining hall, and just an area that really flourishes with magic. On the continent of Arcadia, this school just is a blip on the map, but across the different regions, these 5 characters make their way to the school and are part of a introductory to Oracle Yazdi, the person who oversees the entire school, and had a very celebratory welcome. Just as a quick glance here, you all had a tour, a very nice tour of all the different campuses. And then you all had an introductory to where your all sleeping quarters will be. Kadim, Ezekiel, and Shannistar got to know each other a little bit closer in their living quarters, while Phelan and Alistaria had their own quarters as well. School life starts off strong with a culinary class with Master Guillaume, where you all ate some deep
Starts off
fried.
strong with the colonoscopy.
The colonoscopy class. Everybody had their. It's part of the school. Everybody has to have their colon cleansed or removed.
But
Both. It's just customs.
I'm going to give you $200 to fuck off.
Or you make a contribution of $200.
Show off.
You want me to pay for yours?
Oh, absolutely.
I bet you would. Bye-bye.
We had good old Ezekiel make his way through the first day of culinary class with an ace by swapping his dish with another student's dish.
First thing I did was cheat.
Right out the gate, dude.
And I did it. I do it again.
After the first day, there was an unusual energy that Kadim had sensed at the Silver Quill campus. There was an evening where you all got to interact with a year 2 student, Tootie, and um, decide to check out the strange and unusual evil energy that was coming from the campus. Something just highly unusual. As you explored this underbelly of a campus, you find what looks to be a mad mage of some sort. It turns out to be the grandfather of Ezekiel, who was a dean of Silver Quill who had went missing. Through this discovery, you find out that he had been learning um, blood magic, and under the disguise of nobody being aware at the campus, hiding and concealing his whereabouts, he dimension doors the class back out into the open area, warning them not to interfere with what he has in store. With this being an early first impression of chaos, the next day you all meet a friendly little gardener, Eudora, um, one of the oldest members of the faculty. As you go to meet Eudora, find out that he is ill. It appears as there's some type of toxic toxin or contamination that was coming from the soil, um, which ended up being um, from the workings of the blood magic that was seeping into the ground from where Empress was housed. You all have history class with Plarg, who brought Kadim from an abandoned temple, and you'll learn a little bit about Kadim's history that day, while having an unexpected training class with a samurai statue that you all shrink and then pour acid on and proceed to whoop their ass. Um, all the while everybody else is having their own struggles with trying to fight and self defense. Y'all kind of make a joke out of it. Um, you all find out that your fellow classmate Phelan is looking for her brother, and come to find out that one of the mentors, Dina, actually knew Phelan's brother and was hiding a very dark secret, a very deep secret that she and him had been um, classmates. And while working on a class experiment, um, Phelan's brother ended up being lignified into a tree. You all went to go save him, and thanks to some of the knowledge that Shannistar had of poisons, were able to undo the lignification and restore Phelan's brother back.
What are we laughing at?
Who the hell is Steve Jobs?
Lignification, damn it. Since you all were praised for your acts of saving Eudora the gardener from the toxic elements earlier that day, y'all were celebrated with an invitation to the Strixhaven Ball, an event that's usually held for upperclassmen. Being celebrated guests, you all were able to meet some interesting characters. One being a specific vampire student, and that person's name is escaping me. So
One of us met her a little more than the others.
Truth. Felissa. So Felissa was she met a little bit of Ezekiel, briefly met Shannistar, but had a very intimate evening with Phelan after dancing the night away. And Kadim also was given a very special security intel to watch over the the students. And Trevor, do you remember the character's name? If you don't, it's okay.
Let me see. I think I can find it.
I'm looking. Oh, Lealia.
Yes.
So Laelia was a construct that was also awakened just like Kadim. You all had the duty of watching over, and Ezekiel, who had gotten to meet a very friendly Quint from a previous encounter,
Yeah.
was very quickly given a bit of a rivalry between these two, where Quint and his group were bothered by Shannistar's presence. Um, Ezekiel stood up for Shannistar and noticed that Quint was mistreating his guest that he had brought with her, his girlfriend at the time, and stood up for his girlfriend Onyx, who he now dates. So Ezekiel, now that he doesn't have his girl, Ezekiel leaves Quint smelling like shit and getting his ass beat at the dance when Quint tries to retaliate. After this dance,
No. One more detail.
Quint's eyes he was blinded. No, he was not. No, he was not blinded. He was deafened. He was deafened.
My goodness, juice on fire, and I made him deaf.
His,
My
So Quint-
shoes are on fire.
so Quint managed to get one big punch in on Ezekiel, which he allowed, only to then cast heat metal on the boots that he wore. To which Shannistar then assisted with a deafen spell, making it to where his anger was unable to be properly communicated by the security employed there. To which Laelia proceeded to step in and disarm him, literally by breaking his arm.
What do you need? How are you hurt? Stop it. Break your arm. I'm gonna do it.
That's exactly how it turned out.
As soon as his arm breaks, I'm gonna fuck your girlfriend.
It's hard to. He was only able to do half the Macarena at that point, which is not as impressive.
He could do 1/4 of it. His feet couldn't stick to the dance moves.
He could do the Maca, but not the Reina. And then
Right, please go
at
on.
this point, all right, you've ruined it. Please continue.
You've ruined it. I'm leaving.
It's at this point that that Shannistar has an unexpected encounter with a disguised Ambrose, who seeks to attempt to try to employ or recruit Shannistar for his cause to bring power and restore true rule into.
Racist is what it was.
Yeah, you're black. You want to help me rob something?
Yeah, that's basically what went down.
But Ambrose tries to bring true power and rule into a school that he believes has gone soft. Not going into this request. Ambrose then leaves disguised as the headmaster Oracle Yazdi, and that evening there's a little bit of paranoia that ensues, as it is now known that this threat can disguise at will and do so very convincingly. But the next day, you all are then heading towards your third class, which is anatomy with Professor Rexa at the Quandrix campus.
My boy Rux.
Rux attacks. Hey, buddy.
Love that dude.
I can't wait for him to be my buddy.
You're here. You're with family.
Rux is gonna survive to year 2
Back in the,
without just quitting.
back in the closet, you stomp.
As you all head towards class, you all are met up with Tootie, who is working as an assistant for Rexa for this class. And Tootie gives you all a brief glance at what Quandrix students are capable of, which is magic that can create large-scale illusions, or illusions like animals. And as you all get to meet some of the collective, there was Essex, a legendary fractal that was actually created by the the student body of Quandrix and was able to give Kadim a little bit of insight into his origin that he
Was
craves
able to give
knowledge of.
Kadeem PTSD.
PTS Kadim.
All right, we're back at it. Let's go down.
We're back in.
They got us in the first half, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
During this time, it is seen that Ruxa is going through the hall to his class, and very excitingly, 2D follows, as well as everyone gradually entering in, only to find that it is just 6 people in the classroom instead of a full class. And that is where Ruxa reveals the identity that he is actually Dean Ambrose, there to essentially eliminate what he appears to be the threat of knowledge. He sees you all that you all know too much, and cannot have you all compromise what he has in plan. So
Here to eliminate a bunch of school children.
What is this?
He grew up in America.
I do not
Strixhaven
feel
or
bad.
Columbine?
Oh god.
We're past
Remember,
the 6-minute mark. We can say it now.
remember, no Ruxa.
During this encounter, Ruxa, who was essentially he was locked up. He was locked up in one of the classroom closets, manages to break from his restraints and deals a great bit of damage in retaliation, who then takes damage himself from Empress. And this is where we reach our big combat, where you all manage to strengthen numbers, outsmart and outmaneuver and outdamage a once great dean of this
I'm like
school.
80% sure that the outsmarting was just Mike going, hey, what's that? Fuck that object right there.
During at any given point, I would ask Thomas, "Hey Thomas, is this a thing? Does it have this property to it?" And he'd go, "Yes, yes, it does." And I would go, "I'm gonna do something bad to that." Like Grandpa with the fucking, he had his spell book, and I was like, "Can I go look at it?" And he's like, "Yes, yes, come and look at my spell book." And I was like, "All right, let's go on up here." And oh no, I caught fire. I cast heat metal on the coin that I shut in the pages of the book.
Yes, it is time for you to learn what I have here. What are you fucking doing?
He forgot the most important thing in a wizard's like rule book. Don't give people your spell book.
So this is where I keep the cage of the animals. They can't get out. Oh my god.
That is because I'm a quiet gorilla.
So out of no choice, no other choice, the collective of everyone here, again, Ezekiel, Shenistar, Kadeem, Alistaria, Phelan, and Tootie, all managed to take out Ambrose, who then combusts under the doing of his own blood magic that ends up consuming him. This to give you all some where we are now. Hopefully I didn't leave everybody falling asleep. And Tyler, did you have any questions for that recap up to this point?
Not really.
Okay. So up to this point, you all are given time to kind of understand what happened. There is some there's a break from the normal school activities for a few days to kind of allow everybody to process
Speak to a
everything.
counselor.
Yeah. There's a lot of concern that this is this a safe place, and Oracle Yazdi along with the rest of the faculty approached the students and any of the parents who attended this meeting that what had happened was a tragedy, that Dean Ambrose reached a point of where he was at. However, they assure that everybody is safe. They will allow a few days for everybody to kind of process and gather their thoughts, and then school will resume with class in mind. there are some parents and students who understandably worry about their safety. So there is uh, a change of regimen that starts to unfold with Lorehold campus specifically, where Kadim and other fellow constructs are given the ability to learn a lot of helpful information that can expand their abilities for self-defense, but also actually employ a militia that trains under Lorehold's guise, under Lorehold's what's I'm looking for here, under their observation to be able to strengthen their security, as opposed to Plarg's methodology of having the constructs be the security. Um, so that is something that does evolve out of this ripple effect, a cause and effect, you could say. Um, but where we pick things up at, um, however you want, if you all want to make note of this is going to be 3 weeks after Dean Ambrose passes away. We're talking 3 weeks.
Weeks later.
So we're not at the end of the year. We're not necessarily even at the halfway point of the year. You all are still in the same classes that you would have been in, but there is this feeling that things are going back to normal. People are still kind of, it's the talk of the town. Everybody understands that there is still an education to be had, a focus to regain, and as you all explore and things unfold, there will be other items that come to surface of what cause and effect has happened through this. But Ezekiel, Shannistar, and Kadim, you all are brought to your attention that Alistaria has stepped away from further education and wishes to pursue other duties among her Owlin kind. And then you all notice that Phelan has reunited with her brother, and her brother willingly wishes to stay at Strixhaven to continue his education that he has longfully waited to complete. But Phelan, she says, "Fuck this, I'm out. At least you're safe." And
Took our brother and ran.
she she doesn't even go through the process of letting the faculty know that she's not continuing. She continues onward to something else mysterious that gathers her attention. You all do see Tootie throughout the campus still. Someone that you all have gotten to know. You all see Quint. Quint.
Awkward.
No, not for me.
Quint.
Sorry, buddy.
You all notice that Quint has what looks to be a clique that always is with him, of about 3 or 4 Prismari students.
Oh, in his wheelchair pushing him around?
So
Come on, Quint, it's time for pudding.
So even though it has been
That boy
3
wakes
weeks,
up in a cold sweat after what got done to him.
even though it's been 3 weeks, there are still notable bandages that are allowed that from the process of him healing from his legs being burnt and his arm being broken, where he's not in a wheelchair, but he's not just walking around like he never got hurt either.
You got a little limp? What's up?
A little bit of a limp, yeah. Him and Ruxa both have a little bit of a limp. The reason I say Rux is because he got hurt too, and that's worth noting as well. But yeah,
not my Rux.
Felissa, you only see Felissa at night whenever any of y'all are at night. And then how can I forget Fane? Good old Fane, the faculty member that brought Shannistar to Strixhaven. He continues to work his facilitate what his interests are primarily, which has not been teaching as much as it has been more of a business entrepreneur side of things, where he's trying to make money for himself and for the school, and kind of work trade with
He's a drug dealer that sells drugs to kids.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let's sneak out after dark. What's this guy doing? Hey, kids, you want to buy some shit in a bottle? Did I ever open that bottle?
Yeah, no, but do you recall what it was? Because
Fuck
you
no.
asked.
That's like 2 years ago.
That's cool. It's armor in a jar.
Oh, why is it
You kids want to
sticky?
see a dead body?
So you asked Oracle Yazdi what it was, and she told you armor in a jar. So she explained that whenever you open it, your character will gain a temporary layer of ethereal armor.
Oh, I need
So you
it.
still have that.
I am weak, but I am strong.
So at this point, you all we're gonna go straight into things. You three are at Witherbloom campus.
Ugh.
Let's do this. You all are we'll say you all are about maybe 5 minutes away walking distance of campus. And as you all three are walking, you I want all three of y'all to roll perception for me.
Perception.
Okay.
It's been hot, man. I should probably put my character page up, huh?
Probably.
Yeah, give me
I didn't see shit. I am focused on my own personal thoughts.
Perception. Fuck, I forgot I was a bard. 13.
13.
Yeah.
And what you got, Blake?
I got a 3.
Okay.
Like I said, I am in my own thoughts.
Yeah. Okay. Perception. Okay, that's a 10 for me.
Okay. So if you got a 10 or higher, you'll notice that as you're walking, there are various students that just can't help but glance over at you three.
Yeah, you
And
could
then
have
just
just said everyone but Blake. That's fine.
Yeah. Everyone but Blake.
Ah!
You wait, like
Loser.
everyone but Blake notices that there's the occasional student who will look up at you three and just have they'll look down as if they don't want to be seen looking at you. There's this feeling that everyone but Blake gets that it's like I don't get why y'all are looking at me. Like it's just kind of something that y'all notice as you're walking through the swampy terrain of Witherbloom. Tyler,
What's up?
roll perception for me.
Okay, let's see.
Put my headset down. I gotta turn my hair on.
Okay.
That is only a 6.
A 6?
You don't see shit. You never meet them. Make a new character.
That one's got better perception.
At the wrong school.
God damn it! I made it to Hogwarts.
So while your character is focusing quite a bit on his herbology book, one of the fellow Witherbloom students that you're walking with comes up to you. What you reading there, kid?
Just a bit of herbology. Just trying to learn.
Herbology. I remember that class. Another kid comes up and they look like they're a couple years older. Oh, that class was easy. Oh, you'll do just fine. And what's your name?
I have to look. Hold on. I wasn't prepared.
Craig.
Craig and Bob.
You getting Craig?
My name's Vexel. What's your name?
Lexi.
Oh, you want to know my name?
Yes, that's what I asked.
What is it, Tom?
Harriet. I have like a little sheet of names over here, and I was like, fuck. Name's Harriet. Put it there, and he puts like a little like, and this That's just a let's say he's a little scrawny human. Looks like his hair is kind of all jumbled and just puts his hand out there for a handshake.
I'll reluctantly grab on. I'm not a big toucher.
He shakes your hand all aggressively. You're gonna love it. Say, is it Willow Dusk you got for apology?
I believe so. I think I'm still getting my bearings here.
He looks over at his friend. They're like, "Give a big old smooch for me, will you?"
No, no, thank you.
he tries to push at you, and like it just seems like he's fucking with you as these two kind of start walking off.
Just gonna laugh it off. Yeah, chomped.
As they walk away, you notice there's a bit of a shadow that overcasts from where you're walking. It seems as though there's a figure who is gradually um, making their presence closer and closer to you. And what do you do?
Let's try to figure out where that's from. Although all I could think about was like white chicks. It's easy white chocolate. Yeah, I want to see what this imposing figure is.
Alrighty. So I'm gonna send a picture of it in Discord, just so that way everybody can keep track of it, because it'll come into play. Um, let's see here. I've got it somewhere. Somewhere in this handy dandy book of mine. You think I'd be prepared, but nah. Where the fuck's it at?
Yeah. Tom Brady looks like someone was asked to draw Kevin Bacon from memory.
I could have swore I saved this. My apologies. I think what happened was I had this information ready and it just fell into a backlog of details.
Fine, I just made that voice up on the fly, so you're way more prepared than me. It's probably gonna change like 9 times this session.
Oh, I get that. Fucking had a character on a Friday campaign. There's a tiefling dude trapping all over Europe.
We settled. It was supposed to be like somewhere Egyptian is where it started, and
Is
then
it-
he ended up in the Eastern.
Gypsy, I ended up just making him Russian. I was like, it's just, I get it. It makes sense.
Okay. I'm gonna have to pull that. Alrighty. 30 more. One more minute. I was going to say 30 more seconds, but I'll give you 60 seconds for this.
People, man.
Came out 15 years ago.
Don't say that.
I said it. I'd do it again.
You best.
Oh, we're waiting. Anybody have a Sam's Club membership?
Yeah. I do.
You seen that fucking lemonade blueberry cheesecake that they have for $17 that no one buys because it's too expensive? But you're like, damn, what if, man? You know exactly what I'm talking about? I bought one. It's fucking awesome. So good. Anyway, Tom, what's up?
My phone just died.
Oh,
Anyway, back to the cheesecake.
Was it worth $17?
I didn't have a choice because every time we go, I let Rose pick one new thing because they always rotate shit. I'm like, you can pick one thing, and usually it's something like fucking like small, $8-9, something like that. And she's like, "No, I want that." And I was like, "What the fuck, man? That's half our budget here." Came in
I'll
for
s-
4 things. We're getting 2.
I'll send a picture after the session. It's no problem. So I'll describe it. So Tyler, what you see behind you is Willow Dusk, the dean of herbology. So your teacher that you've gotten to spend a few days with. Um, you look behind, and this shadow reveals very large horns that just come out from the forehead in various areas, kind of like what Hela's headpiece looks like, but more tree barkish. She has a long nose and warts and a bunch of different ornate necklaces. She carries herself very confidently, not as someone who would seem that age has gotten the best of her. Um, she manages to catch up in your sight. Well, hello there, Vaxel, my year 1 student. How are you today?
Oh, fuck, Tom, I can't. It's my favorite voice. But now, I would address this person as like professor. Does that work, or would I?
Yeah, Professor Dean, however you want to do it.
Okay. Hello. You snuck up on me.
Josh,
I'm quite all right now.
I have a habit of sneaking up on people like that. Sorry, Vaxel. I
Quite
what it.
surprised.
I can't tell you how refreshing it is to have a student who cares about herbology and the study of the plant life.
Yes, well, I care about all things. The more knowledge, the better.
Do you remember what today's assignment is?
No,
Roll for
I don't think so.
roll for um intelligence.
Okay, I'm very smart.
Tom,
You
I
say,
put a picture in the thing for you. I hope that's the one you were running with.
oh, thank you kindly. Let me check.
Mhm.
That's a moose.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you very much, sir.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 12.
Okay, you only had to get a 5 or better.
Sweet.
So it is the study of spices used for cooking.
Ooh. I believe today is a spice lesson, correct?
Absolutely. Oh, there's just so much to be learned, and we get to work with the one and only Master Guillaume, the culinary master of Witherbloom. And, well, we get to taste some good food. That's the best part.
That sounds quite lovely.
Well, I expect today will be great for you and everybody. And if you have any questions, just hit me up.
I'll DM you.
I'll be in the lounge.
Jesus.
Appreciate that.
Send me a DM. Oh,
Thank you.
fuck.
I will.
I'll leave a tube sock on the door handle.
So depending on how your character would be carrying themselves, Willow Dusk is walking with purpose. She's moving rather quickly, and as she walks past other students, you can hear a perk up, come on, get your head out of the ground, just kind of like hurting um the classmates that are in your all's class as you all enter Witherbloom campus as well. So for Ezekiel, Shanastar, and Kadim, you all enter the very familiar grounds that you all have gotten to know for a couple days now. You all are now assigned what appears to be some type of outdoor camping, like almost like a camp set, really. You have a table that you all have been assigned, and you have your own outdoor fire, what looks to be big enough to hold a big cauldron. Um, it's almost as if what you have outside mimics kind of like an outdoor barbecue in a way, where you all are expanding your culinary horizons. As you all um, reach view of the grounds, what do you all do?
Look around. Is
Yeah,
there anybody
just
else in this class we know?
If there's anybody else in the class you know, let's see
And how far
here.
are they all staying away from us?
Yeah.
So the the stations are about, I'd say about 5 feet or so away from each other. You've really not gotten to know not a lot of people on a named basis. You're getting the impression that Phelan's probably gone. You know, Alistaria's gone. You know, Guillaume. You do see Dina. Um, Dina is actually still uh, around. You don't know what she's doing.
Hey, Deanie. All right. Guys are
Uh,
checking. I know. I assume this is just the same people we've been going around with this whole time we've
that
been at school.
that is correct. Let's see here. I want. Let's see here.
If
Actually, I'm not gonna.
Shannistar ever notices that people are like trying to avoid us, he's just assume it's because they think they're all racist.
You all as you all get closer to your station, you notice that there are one or two students that look to be doing something at your all station. Like it's almost as if they're writing something on your all's area.
Gonna walk over there.
Excuse me, is this your seat now?
Oh, they try to run away as you talk to them.
Hold on, let me take a real quick. Let me take a look at my spells. Mage hand, trip him.
Mage hand and what?
Trip him. Grab his ankle. Grab his shoe. Something.
Yeah, you trip both the students that are there. It looks to be a male and a female. We'll say they're both dwarfs. You trip them both up.
Trip some midgets.
Oh,
Oh, look, you're a short way to the ground. Hey, what are you doing?
he's the one that did it, not me.
Okay.
The female dwarf says.
Would you like to explain what he did? You don't move. I want you to hear what he says.
Yeah. Speak.
Just pranking. He has like what looks to be like a quill of some sort that has like some type of ink or writing material on it. He's like, well, nothing.
Oh, here, go on. I'm gonna help him up. And you're like, come on, over here. You can. I want you to read it as loud as you can.
The female dwarf looks at him kind of like troublesomely. He was like, decommissioned.
Decommissioned.
Yeah.
Oh, who
What's
told?
decommission?
What do you mean?
He kind of quiets up.
All right, zone of truth.
What does that do?
Oh.
You create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius sphere centered on a point of your choice. So centered on the two of them.
Okay.
A creature that is in the spell's area for the first time makes a charisma save of 15.
That's all of us.
Ooh.
And some random kid that's like trying to work on some homework, and he's like, "What? Oh God!"
Yeah, I'll roll for a handful of people. So you said 15-foot radius?
He's trying to cheat
it's
on
a
his homework.
15-foot radius sphere, and it's a charisma save of 15.
So the female passes, the male fails, and then another random student close to you all fail.
Oh.
I succeeded.
All right. So, on a failed save, the creature cannot speak a deliberate lie. I know whether each creature succeeded or failed.
Only you,
Okay.
though.
So tell us, what did you mean when you said that?
Oh well. Well, the thing is, you're being looked at for decommissioning, Kadeem.
I am. Why ever
Yeah.
so?
The female tries to step up and stand up for him. It's like he's just kidding. You're fine, Kadeem. Like we didn't mean anything by it. No, no, not there. As you know, Plarg's gone, and there.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I've just from the students I've heard that well, you're gonna be bricked, man. Like turned off.
Which students told you that?
Oh well, I got names for you.
That would be great.
Well, this one kid, he just goes by Grabby.
Oh, that
Um,
sounds like a good guy. Huh?
Grabby.
Yeah, Grabby.
Well,
That
let them
name is
near
even
a school.
stranger than mine.
Well, Galva from Prismari, you know, he's the one that you know follows Quint like a dog. Galva from Prismari, and then this guy Grabby from Lorehold.
Interesting. I'll have to look into this further. Thank you for the assistance.
Yeah, it was, here. Let me. He just tries to clean it off. Then like it's very smudgy on your all's desk as he smudges the word decommissioned off.
Hey, come,
Right.
come here, come here. I want to talk to you. Hey, hey, buddy. So,
Yeah.
look, and I'm gonna like kind of gesture to the obvious zone of truth. You're kind of a bitch.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna look at his little lady friend and be like, "Do you see what I see? Kind of a bitch, yeah."
Hey, it was just a harmless prank. It,
A harmless prank.
come on, it's harmless.
I mean, he knows he's a bitch, right, bitch?
The other student that got affected by Zone of Truth walks over and it's like, no, he's kind of a bitch. Like that's kind of a bitch move.
Well, I'm gonna look across the class. Can the rest of everyone that's in there hear it?
Yeah.
All right, everyone, go ahead. I want you to vote where bitch sits for the rest of the year.
At this point, there is a bit of a crowd.
Everybody's
For me
afraid to
all.
step in the circle.
Great idea, Zeke.
Cheated
This
last
person
week.
needs to be made an example of.
Let's skin him.
I like where your head's at. Wait till
He
spring
taught
break.
me a lot over summer break.
And he wonders why he might be decommissioned. He's trying to skin the student.
All right, bitch, your seat's over there next to what is that? What? Give me a gnarly race.
Wait, what was the again you asked?
Just looking for the nastiest looking person in the classroom.
Oh, it's the frogs.
The frogs, just a group of them. You're right there in the middle. Right there, see?
Friendly
during-
advice: don't touch their skin. It's poisonous.
Oh.
Good luck,
Thank
bitch.
So the two dwarfs step away, and at this point, Guillaume emerges from his office in the Witherroom facility with what looks to be a bunch of different like pots that are not yet being used. Well, hello there, hello.
Wow.
Hello there. Oh. Hello there, my favorite class. Oh, it is good to have everybody on this bright day. Let's get these pots out, and we are going to cook away. And you all see Guillaume just happily, boisterously start putting out some pots for everybody to use for what's ahead of them. And as he's doing so, he's addressing the class. Does everybody remember what today's lesson is?
Tossed salad and scrambled eggs?
No! It is spices. Spices of life.
Control the spice. Control the universe.
What was that, Shanna Star?
Just thinking aloud, sir.
Tell me, Shanna Star. what is your favorite seasoning from back home? What just makes that dish pop to you?
I'm afraid to answer that, sir. Most people already do not like me.
No, why would you think that?
He's like looking around at everybody and looks down at himself
There's just
and
people that are like,
stares blankly.
Well, it's okay. You can tell him. Go on, tell him.
ah,
My
Shatterstar.
people aren't well liked, sir.
Well, you are in Master Guillaume's class, and when it comes to the culinary, everybody's a friend. Everybody's belly is full. All those plates are garnished, not a garnish less for everybody, and not a drop of food less for you, Shatterstar.
Very kind of you, sir.
Tell me, everybody, what is your favorite seasoning? Think about that question. It will be one that you will need to answer. And for today, we have the pleasure of getting to work with Divine Dean Willow Dusk of herbology. She has brought across the world different spices. Everybody, please welcome Willow Dusk and her class. And then, like he applaud like for a big clap, and your fellow classmates applaud in unison. Um, and as you see, Dean Willow Dusk. This is actually the first time that you all have actually seen this individual. For the most part, classes don't often tie in or collaborate. There are some cases where one is teaching the yin and the yang. It feels like for a class to teach herbology, it can be important for it to learn the applications of it from a perspective of eating it. And for you all in culinary class, it's important to learn the aspect of how to utilize vegetation in the wild. So while y'all's classes have been rather isolated from one another, you see what appears to be a class much like you that have the Strixhaven attire on, and this is where we see Willow Dusk go over to Vexel. Vexel, I would like you to sit over there with this group of individuals. It looks like they don't have a full team. It would be great if you could just fill out their spot, please.
Sure. I guess I can do that. I'll just mosey on over.
Sorry in
Okay.
advance.
um, so as Vexel walks briefly over, here's what you see, Vexel. You see the trio that stands before you, as well as what looks to be chicken, just raw chicken on their table, tomatoes, red potatoes, and a couple other food items. Um, you get the impression that this is absolutely the culinary class that Willow Dusk has talked it up to be, and you I've now met the three of them. And so, what do you do?
Guess I'll sit and introduce myself. Hello. Nice to meet another class. I'm Vexel. They don't like me.
It is very nice to meet you, Vexel.
Just there's no like dialogue shared at all the whole time.
We're gonna go back
What
to
is-
the professor.
What is your favorite food to taste?
Oh my goodness, that's a hard question. They're all so good. I mean, life is full of good things.
I'm just learning about tastes.
Yeah, I'd imagine that would be kind of difficult for you. Yes.
I'm learning.
Yeah, well, you're in the right spot.
Andy's coming.
Sometime in these 3 weeks, like Demon his head.
So who are you?
I know who I am. I'm just figuring that out. I'm here to explore and learn more about myself and learn about everything. I think knowledge is wonderful.
Knowledge is pretty great.
Yeah, I'm glad you agree. See, like-minded already. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm excited to learn about the spices and the food.
I got tired of killing people.
Yeah. Well,
Huh?
let's cook.
Here, you can sit next to him. I'm gonna open up a seat.
Tyler, if you have these details, you're welcome to share them. If you don't have them yet, that's okay. No pressure. Do you wanna describe your character a little bit? If you
Oh, I
have
guess we
any?
should tell Tyler who we are.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I'm an Eldrin Ranger. So I kind of change with the seasons. I'm in a pretty chipper mood right now.
nice.
I'm a
He was
golden
once on a
boy,
boat.
sweet summer child. Soon enough, winter's coming, and I'll turn into a depressed boy. But right now, I'm feeling pretty good.
Good, it's summertime. You should. Bitch.
And it wouldn't be proper, Tyler, if we didn't do the same for you. If you want to start, Blake, to describe your character for Tyler.
Absolutely. So I'm a Yuan-Ti. So I'm the snake people, which is why everybody does not like me, because in this universe, they're evil. And I'm trying not to be.
Woo!
They're all being mean. No, I got tired of that and met someone that was trying to put me on a different path. And I am actually Ezekiel's roommate. And we are prisoners under Kadeem.
But he forgets we have a window.
But it's getting better. It's been 3 weeks. Things have changed.
We killed him now.
I've gotten way more tolerant. I've gotten way more tolerant of crime.
Look how fun it is, robot.
I stabbed a bitch in the yard.
You should probably lay low a little bit.
I stole the girl for cigarettes.
Saw that.
Saw that.
That's cold blooded.
Stab the man with a trident.
Yeah. So that's my picture up there. That's what I look like.
Hell yeah.
I've got Ezekiel's son.
Thanks, sir. And Mike, you can go right up.
Oh, Zeke is a delight. He is a high half elf. He's a bard, level 6. Represent. And so he's kind of a shitter. He comes from a rich bloodline. His grandpapa was a headmaster, right? Tom? Yeah. He is a headmaster. We killed him. Zeke kind of got a big head about it, and he's kind of like riding high. He's like, I can do whatever I want because nobody can touch me. He's like cocky. He, along with Shannistar and the help of what's the lady robot?
What? Say again?
The lady robot, Layla.
Yeah,
Lelia.
Layla. Y'all talk at the same time and fuck me on it.
Sorry, Lelia.
Layla. Yeah, Layla. We all decided that Quint had to go, so we went ahead and beat him up together, and now we're all besties.
It was a good time.
It was a great time. But yeah, no, he's rich, he's stuck up, and he does not. He has a close circle that if you fuck with them, he's gonna be like, oh, it's fine. I'll just set you on fire. I'm not here for this shit. I don't need to be at the school, but I'm here.
Hell yeah. Thank you, sir. And
My
then
dad kicked me out of the house.
My dad never came home. That's something we need to unravel.
Oh, well. Sorry, bestie. I got news to tell you on the way to the next class.
I need some closure. We're not playing D&D more, man. I need answers.
yeah. Can you stop
Gonna
filming?
get real.
I'm going to go ahead and stop the record.
So I'm a divorced Eldrin.
You probably wonder how I got here.
Yep, that's me.
Record's
Well,
great.
thank you, Mike. Was there anything else you wanted to provide before we go over to Trevor?
Oh yeah, I stole Quint's girlfriend, and now she's like my sweetie, and she opened up a magic shop because she read. Oh, never mind, she ain't done that yet.
Yeah. So
That's
par-
year two. Year two.
Oopies. Spoilers.
to paraphrase, Mike hooked up with a cleric who's good at healing, and she's gonna be the master healer.
She dreams to open a shop one day.
I'm gonna open up a
Maybe
business. So
In
that way
the
something.
somewhat near future.
I'm gonna open a business so that way something tragic can happen. Wait, what?
So, note to self: get insurance on the store.
All right, Trevor.
No, it's the banana stand.
I don't like that. I don't like that being my girlfriend selling banana. I got issues there.
There's money in the banana stand.
No, I don't care. You can fucking work for Citibank. I don't give a shit.
Were you saying something, Tyler?
No, it's okay.
Okay. All right, Trevor. Go ahead and give us the breakdown of Kadeem.
Okay. Well, Kadim is a stone golem. He's about 6'6", 302 pounds. He has a copper bird head, similar to this background here. And he is a warforged paladin. So he was like part of the school's. He's like one of the hall monitors, I guess, last year, like part of the school security detail. But over the summer break, he has been fitted with some upgrades to his olfactory senses, where he can now taste and smell, and now he can properly vocalize, which he could not do last year.
Cool. So you can literally taste and smell now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was not able to last year.
What did you tell Kalina? Oh, thank you for that. I actually lost it because that was on my other hard drive that I swapped out, or on my SSD. Thank you for that, Blake.
I got you.
I'm gonna tag Kalina.
Hell yeah. Kadeem is pretty much Bicentennial Man.
Yeah, pretty much.
So now everybody has given a little breakdown of their character.
Well, I used to be a real person, by the way. My consciousness was essentially uploaded into this mech kind of thing. So
so now that you all have met each other and are at your all's designated station, there's some chatter amongst the addition of the group, and having twice as many kids or twice as many students, you can imagine the volume of talk that can create. Guillaume and Willow Dusk are able to swiftly bring that to a silence, or Willow Dusk is clapping, is like, "All right, everybody, stop! Please be quiet for Guillaume and listen to what he has to say." Thank you very much, Willow Dusk. Class, today, much like every day of cooking, is special. And today we are learning the various spices that build our world and the continent of Arcadia. Willow Dusk, would you mind telling us a little bit about each spice? Absolutely. And she grabs what looks to be just like a hoard of different colors and textures and shapes and sizes, and she starts to walk around and just putting on the different stations. Spices have come in very different degrees of hot, cold, tongue tingling, mouth watering goodness. You got to have a little bit, or sometimes a lot. And then she goes to your all's desk, and instead of what looks to be little handfuls, she grabs what looks like these two dark, dark brown slabs, and just plump, they hit your all's station, rattling some of the different foods that are already prepped for your all's table. And you take a look at these, what look to be like almost like curled up logs that look before you. And what do you do?
I'm gonna stick my head down there and give it a real good sniff.
It's shit, Austin.
You do, and as you give this a big sniff, for you, Kadeem. It's a smell that triggers a memory for you, a
Okay.
memory a memory of something that um you've tasted before, you've smelt before. Somehow you've both smelled it and tasted it at the same time, and it gave you this sensation of almost like a burning sensation, and you actually remember that this is cinnamon.
Ah, cinnamon. I remember this. It's all coming back to me.
Two big chunks of just raw cinnamon are taking up about a third of your all station. Um, as Willow Dusk hands out the rest of the spices, she returns back to the front with Guillaume. Today's assignment. You all have been given a collective of different ingredients, and we would like to see what amazing dishes you all can come up with incorporating this spice into your meal. We are going to give you all a generous amount of time to cook and saute and flambe and shake and bake. And she does like a little like exciting like jitter. And Guillaume and I will here to help you every step of the way. Isn't that right? That is correct. Class, let us cook. And at that point, they kind of break off, and um, I'm going to go ahead and read off the 8 food ingredients that you all have, and I can repeat this list if you like. But number 1 is cinnamon. Number 2 is raw chicken. It's still put together. It's not cut up or anything. Raw chicken.
The
Um,
spice is raw chicken.
well, no, raw chicken is just one of your ingredients, but
Oh.
the spice that's in your list of ingredients is cinnamon. So then, after raw chicken, you have what look to be like heirloom tomatoes, red potatoes, milk, rice, mushrooms, and bananas. So you four, as a group, are now tasked with what to do with these dishes, how to do it. What do you think is going to give you all a good grade as far as these ingredients go?
Hmm.
Throw the banana right out.
What? No, we can't. Do we have to use everything, or is these just options?
These
And
are
we
options.
so we can make a really damn good raw chicken with no flavor, like a white people, and
Not even use this.
just nothing else, and we could pass if it was good.
Now they did not explain like if the seasoning was there or not, so you can ask that question if you want
I'm gonna ask that
to.
question.
Okay. Um,
Prestidigitation.
so
Oh.
so Ezekiel has a very good question as the instructors are walking around. That is a very good question, Ezekiel. I highly encourage that you use the spice, but if you do not use it and your dish is still good, it will unfortunately miss the element of today's lesson. It will be lacking, if you will. So please do your best to use the spice.
Is it because you're going to eat it? You don't want to eat it without spice?
It is just simply part of the lesson. We must see if you are comfortable with any seasoning. Understand?
You're afraid
How does
of chicken.
I am not afraid of any dish, Ezekiel.
I'm gonna poop on the plate.
He sees
I
another
wish
hand.
to know
Oh, go ahead.
how this helps us with magic?
Oh, okay. Um, so Guillaume, before he breaks off, That is another good question, Sanistar. The magic merely comes from within the survival element of ensuring that you can sustain the nutrients that a body needs to be able to simply cast the magic. You wouldn't be surprised at how many stellar wizards fell victim to the lack of vitamin C or to the lack of essential protein. How many spells you're able to conjure with the right spice, with the right seasoning, with the right components. But sometimes these components can mean life or death.
So I can't cast spells so I can find a banana.
Well, the banana will give you potassium.
How many meals you want? Do you want 3/4? You want dessert too?
Just one meal, one dish, big or small.
I'm gonna make a hot pocket.
Hot pocket
And dunk it.
Cover for me.
and bag it. So could sorry, Ezekiel and Shanstar, roll perception for me.
Oh, hey, 5. 9.
9,
Yeah.
11.
11. All right, Ezekiel. I'm sorry. You take what you take away from that is I have to include the seasoning, otherwise I probably won't pass this lesson. Shanistar, in your question, you get the feeling that there's maybe something that like your question was answered with a very forward answer that is just used for the dietary purpose of a wizard, but it's almost as if he was trying to uh,
I have
insinuate
to have
that.
a reason why they pay me here.
Yeah, it's almost like you get the feeling that he's trying to insinuate that this food could also be used for magical purposes somehow in what he said. Um, so now at this point, your fellow classmates are trying to figure out what the hell to do with their spices, turmeric and chili flakes, and even the more extreme like oregano.
Has anybody got cumin?
Yeah, there is someone with cumin.
You want me
I
to
would
come
like
in
to
what?
trade. I would like to trade the banana for the cumin.
So you're gonna take the banana to that group and try to barter for some cumin?
I am.
Okay, alrighty. So you walk over to them and you see a young elf who is trying to figure out what the hell to do with his cumin. He looks over. He's like, "Can I help you, Shanistar?"
Hello, friend. Can I trade for some of that cumin? I have this
Oh,
banana. It doesn't do anything for my dish.
hmm. I suppose one ingredient extra could give us the. Can I see it?
Most certainly.
He grabs the. Okay, yeah. Hey, thanks. This will go great with our cumin. And he walks away.
Did I get any of the cumin back? Because I'm about to do something real mean.
He does not.
Okay. I don't need the banana because we can make a curry. I do poison spray into his bowl, into his cauldron.
Okay. Alrighty. So this poison spray, is it just like you? Is it something that comes from like a?
It
Like
comes from my hand. As I walk by his cauldron, I 100% put my fingers around the edge and cast poison spray into his cauldron.
Okay, gotcha. You do. And let's see here. Yeah, he doesn't notice that. As you walk away, you do hear some a voice like Shanstar, Shanstar,
Yes.
and he fancies some type of little pouch with what looks to be several pinches of cumin for you.
Which one is this one?
This was the elf.
This is the same person or a different person?
Yeah, it's the same elf that you were bartering with for the banana.
Oh. Hey, thanks, pal.
No problem. I think we were just trying to get a way to kind of
Yeah.
contain it for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'm gonna
And
walk
he
back
goes
over
back.
with my cumin.
Alrighty. So you walk over and what are the other so Vexel, Kadim, Ezekiel, what are y'all doing during this?
Means one at least.
I would imagine I'm flipping through any information I might have, trying to, if I have any way to find out recipes or anything, or
Yeah.
maybe-
So your character has some type of like journal or notes from class.
yes, I take a lot of notes. Yes.
Absolutely. So I will say this: you have been studying cinnamon.
Mhm.
You are very much aware that here's what you know from your studies of cinnamon. I've got something for you. Okay.
Okay. Would have went great with that banana.
A, it's great with bananas. B, banana. So, you recall back to an interaction you had with Willow Dusk the other day. Not known for being sweet by itself, cinnamon amplifies the sweetness of other ingredients. It has a history dating back over 4,000 years. A legendary spice. Use very little. It goes a long way. And then you remember how she was showing you how to like to kind of grind little pieces off of it. Um, that's what you recall in your
Okay.
journal and from your previous studies with her.
I will relay that to the group in my best impersonation. Use very little.
Lick a lemon lollipop in Lilyford.
Robert Loja.
Robert Loja.
Just have we discussed what we're going to make? We're just gathering ingredients and hoping we have the most assortment.
I haven't. Am I back yet? Are they still
Yeah,
talking?
you're back. Yeah. So when you as you say that, Ezekiel, Shannon makes his way over with one less banana.
Where is the banana gone?
There was money in the banana stand. No, we can do better with this, and I'm not showing the cumin. Also, I'm gonna point to that table. Don't eat their soup.
Is there any paprika?
Good question.
I'm
roll for
perception.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, roll for perception. See if you can identify paprika.
Percepi is 21. 21.
With a 21, you recall paprika is something that you just know from the food experience from home. You're able to notice one of the tables adjacent to you has what looks like about 3 to 4 female elves, all just very confidently using their paprika with very little bit
Found the
left.
Mean Girls.
So they're confidently using it, meaning like they're being very, very extra with it.
Well, yeah, they're using it pretty heavy-handed. You notice that they have some left.
Hey, hello, ladies. I couldn't help but notice you just got this extra paprika. Do you mind if we just take it? I can leave a banana here.
They all just look at each other, kind of like, yeah. You want some paprika?
Yeah, I'll leave. Yeah. He gets all tongue-tied.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, you can totally have the rest of this if you want. Here,
oh, thank
and
you. And you know
she's like,
what? A gift from me to you. You can split it amongst your friends. My banana. And I'm gonna put a banana.
oh my gosh, thanks. Like I've never had a banana before. I'm just kidding.
I
Not
can
that
tell.
Your friends are just like giggle laughing. It's like, shut up. All right, there you go. Here's a paprika.
Thanks.
Okay.
I noticed the potato. Anybody got a good idea for potato? Because I do. Gnocchi.
I do not.
We lay the chicken on a nice nice bed of gnocchi, the potato pasta.
Do we
Ah.
have flour?
We have potato.
You need
You-
flour for gnocchi.
Swap out. Can we ground the rice?
That is a great idea.
Ground
Smart.
the rice. Dry the rice. Ground it, and
Kadeem, you're made of stone.
Yes.
how flame
Mhm.
retardant are you?
Can you grind the rice?
I can certainly try. I'll take a handful of rice and start to mold it like so and see how well I can grind it up.
Just like a mortar and pestle, you're able to grind it up.
How's this, Shanastar?
Perfect.
Wonderful.
I see good work from everybody. Keep it up. Keep it up. You just hear like in the background from Guillaume applauding everybody. At this point, it's presumed that your all's fires have been going for a good while. We won't worry about who takes care of that, but you all do have a fire with a pot. We'll say that right now it just has water in it. And then of course, as you all continue, just go right ahead and how you all want to continue preparing the dish.
I'll
Yeah.
access my memory banks and see if I remember an old family recipe.
Okay.
Can I make a history check to do that?
Yeah. Roll for history.
That is a 19.
19. What exactly are you trying to remember a recipe of?
Some kind of like a cinnamon chicken recipe.
Okay. So you remember you go back to that memory you had of tasting the cinnamon when you first took a smell of it, and
Mhm.
you remember your family like you had what you recall relatives laughing at the of how much cinnamon that you tasted at once, and you recalled that there was some type of like creamy kind of almost like a creamy pot porridge that the cinnamon was going into. And as as an individual in your memory was stirring it, you recall tasting it and getting a more uh, uh, a more reasonable amount of cinnamon in that memory that was not as
Hmm.
aggressive as the smell you had before.
Do I see anybody near me who has like some heavy cream or something like that that I might be able to take?
So one of the ingredients that you see is milk. You see what looks to be like a milky cream. You're not sure if it's whole or heavy cream, but you do see that as among the 8 ingredients on your station.
Um, I would like to take a little mixing bowl
Okay.
and going by memory off the recipe, pour a little bit of milk and a little bit of cinnamon in and start to whisk it up into a nice little like cream sauce.
Okay. Gotcha. So what you all see is Kadeem just going for the milk. He's not using all of it. He's using what looks to be just enough for like maybe a single serving bowl. Um, and it's like his hand is he's using his hand almost as like a mixer, is what
Mhm.
you all see.
I'm developing the sauce. How's the main entree coming along?
It's going well. Cooking the chicken over the fire with the tomatoes in its ass, I think.
Excellent.
Cool.
Vexel, how is the gnocchi coming?
It's coming. It's coming. I'm trying.
It's there.
It's there. It's almost there. Quite all right.
It's coming up. It's coming up. So Vexel is pounding the potatoes into the shape of gnocchi with with what you all have to work with. So Shannistar, were you the one who prepped the turkey with the tomatoes?
Yes.
Okay. So as you were preparing that to go into the pot, you stepped over and as you get near the pot, you see in the water a brief reflection. This is a reflection that you are quite aware of, and as you get ready to put the chicken and the tomatoes into the water, you hear a voice next to you. That was very, very clever of you, poisoning their pots, Shannistar. You hear another voice, just slightly further away, encircling the pot. Absolutely. After all, how can you pass if you can't even eat the food to live and tell about it? Genius, Shannistar.
It'll be a mild stomachache. Go away.
These two figures look at each other. Keep up the good work. And as you hear that, there appears to be nothing. And Tyler, just to let you know, we'll say Tyler, roll for perception on right now
Okie dokie.
for
Let's see.
Vexel.
10.
Okay, you heard just a little bit of murmuring coming from Shannistar. But that's you just hear some murmuring as he by himself is putting this chicken and tomato into the boiling water to cook.
Okay.
Alrighty. So now we're gonna do some fun survival rolls. So we'll start with Vexel. Vexel, if you could roll survival for me, we're gonna see how well your Noki's holding up.
Okay. This is a 19.
Dude, your character has made Noki before.
Fuck yeah,
Fuck yeah! You see Willow Dusk start to kind of go around the perimeter. Vexel, that is the most impressive Noki I've ever seen. You look like you've done this before.
maybe once or twice. A lot of research. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's high praise coming from you.
Yes, absolutely. And looks over at Guillaume. This Noki's good. And Kadeem, roll survival for me.
Okay, you got it. It's a nat 1.
Ooh,
No way.
no.
We all know what happens when you turn on a mixer at high speed.
Yep.
You all just get blasted with this concoction of cream and cinnamon. It whips across like the station, and it actually gets on everybody to a certain degree. It's just like a whap of like cream, and it makes this high whirring noise that gets the attention of one or two of the stations near you, and you just hear a little bit of giggling as
Oh, goodness.
goes everywhere. Very eager this Kadim is. Very eager to give that cream a whirl. Give it a whirl, Kadim. And you just hear a couple of students like this. Gosh.
Is there bread anywhere?
Yeah, you see bread at a
Pre-made,
station next to you.
Like pre-made bread. Okay. Can I grab 2 slices of that? Can I borrow 2 of these? Yes.
Do you just, yeah, okay.
Just 2. I just want 2. I'm hungry. I'm not going to hurt you.
Yep.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I promise I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to come back to your room in the middle of the night around 2:30 a.m. I'm not going to hurt you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye bye. I'm gonna run over to Kadeem. I'm gonna put 1 slice on each side of his face. What are you?
I'm an idiot sandwich.
You're goddamn right.
He's lonely.
What are you? Speaking of Ezekiel,
Oh shit.
what task have you been given yourself for this?
I came
that
up
you
with the
have-
idea of the Nuki, so I just kind of was like, oh no, you. Oh shit, he's really fucking good. Okay. I did my part. I'm gonna be the Gordon Ramsay. I'm just gonna walk around bitching at people.
I'm not gonna let you miss out on a survival roll. Go roll survival for me.
Oh boy. Fucking shit. 8.
8. Okay. You pick up I'll give you this. You notice an odor coming from one of the ingredients that you all have. You don't know which one it is, but one of them has an odor.
Can I investigate?
Roll for investigation.
23.
It's the mushrooms. Your mushrooms are rotten.
Is anybody looking to use the mushrooms? Are they lined up in anyone's part of the dish?
Nobody has mentioned mushrooms, so therefore they are unattended.
I'm gonna press the digitation the mushrooms to make them smell nice, and I'm going to hold it up and go, 1-time offer. Anybody needs mushrooms for a panic on their dish? You go ahead and say it right here.
Ezekiel is being very generous, class. Would anybody like to include a limited time mushroom in their dish? Mushrooms are good, and they smell good too. Oh,
Yeah.
and there's about maybe 5 students who actually hastily walk over and like, yeah, grab. They just try to grab it with their hands.
Hey, yeah, take it what you want.
Yes. Oh, very generous of that, Ezekiel. That's one less ingredient that they can work with.
Oh, we weren't going to use it. I just, figured why not spread the wealth?
And next thing you know, you don't have a single mushroom on that plate that you held up.
Oh, I don't.
Yep, they took the. Well, we'll say someone tries to take the last one.
They do. Go ahead. Oh no, for you. Just remember who gave this to you.
Ezekiel gave it to me.
Ezekiel, that's right. You're fucking right. It's an Ambrose.
Now, a little bit about prestidigitation, Mike. So you're masking the scent.
Yeah.
Right.
Last up to an hour, or until I drop it.
Gotcha. Cool.
Until I drop it.
Alrighty. So we go into we'll say into a healthy 30 minutes or more of this stage of cooking. I know it's getting late. We don't have much more, but does anybody need to use the bathroom?
No, I think we can bust through it.
I'm good.
Okay. Speak now, forever hold your pee. Okay.
You
Alrighty.
son of a bitch.
So with your all's survival rolls, Shanastar, I'm gonna have you roll a survival roll for me.
Yeah, sure. Uh, 11.
Okay. You notice that there is a white foam of some sort rising to the top of the water of your chicken.
I scoop it out.
Okay, you do so, and as you start to scoop it out, you notice that the chicken is starting to show signs of being cooked through. It's a bit opaque. It's not showing any type of pink. You also notice that there is a good boil going right now. This water is pretty hot. So as you scoop out the white from the top of it, you get the impression that this chicken is about done cooking.
Okay, then yeah, I'll take it out and then I will sit it down to cool. and then use. Actually, I had already planned something for this. Oh, I don't have it. Never mind. I can't plan that. I have Fire Bolt. I don't have the Fire Hand.
Hmm.
Oh, I have Bonfire though. Okay,
Okay.
I'm gonna use that next to us, and I'm gonna give it a little roast.
Okay.
That way, it gets to get a good little like browning on the outside because the bowl of chicken just looks white.
Yeah, that's no, you're right. So you're gonna give it a nice color. Hell yeah. Alrighty. And with that, we have Ezekiel who now has no he's given pretty much all the bananas away and the mushrooms away. We have Kadeem who has managed to develop not as much in the bowl, but some of a what looks to be like a creme fraiche with that cinnamon in there. Um, Kadeem, you get the urge to contemplate taste testing it.
I will taste it.
It you notice that you can actually taste it. And the balance of cinnamon from it, um, it triggers that memory again from where you had that dish from a time long ago. It has a bit of a reminiscent of that. It's a bit stiffer of a creme, but it'll do.
If I could shed a tear, I'd do it. I think this creme is perfect.
Nice. And then Vexel, you notice that your gnocchi goes goes well in the boil with the chicken. You use the water without any issue, and the pasta turns out um, ready for plating.
Awesome. Good.
Cool deal. So now that you all have these ingredients, how do you all go about plating them or presenting them? You now are at the stage where you want this to be in its final stages.
Well, I think we go with Ezekiel's idea: bed enoki, chicken on top.
And then,
Okay.
are we doing tomatoes over top? Are we doing smashed?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes,
Smashed
sounds good to me.
potatoes. Uh,
Cool deal.
is there any rosemary?
I'm gonna have you roll one more perception, see if you can find a table that someone was given rosemary.
I got 14.
You find a table that has rosemary.
Hey, buddy, you need this leaf. This leaf, it fell off. You want it? It fell on the ground. I picked it off the table, but I'm be like, it fell on the ground. You want this?
No, if you could throw that away for us, thank you. We're almost finished here.
Oh hell yeah, I got you, brother. Here, I got you.
Thank you.
Bitch.
Hell yeah, brother.
And come back and sprinkle the rosemary over top.
Alrighty, you do.
Nay, dude.
So, Vexel plates his gnocchi onto the dish, followed by Shanastar's chicken. And then is after Shanastar puts the chicken, is that where y'all want Kadeem to put the creme on top, or the tomatoes?
Tomatoes and then creme, right?
I would do
Yeah.
creme. I would do creme with the gnocchi and then chicken and then
Ooh, yeah,
tomatoes.
Okay,
that's better.
yeah,
Yeah,
do
gnocchi,
that.
creme,
Okay.
chicken, tomato.
Okay,
Alrighty.
we'll do that.
So
Way.
so Kadeem puts the foundation, or no, sorry, Vexel puts the foundation of the gnocchi down. Kadeem follows behind with the little bit of creme that he has.
Mhm.
Shanastar, he comes by with this chicken that he took the time to cut up and present. Or do you cut it up?
I cut off the breast on the top because it was a whole chicken, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I use the breast meat for it. It's just the white meat, so that we season that up and use that on top.
Cool
But
deal.
are you
And
gonna do strips? Or are you gonna do like a whole fillet, like a
The fillet.
The whole breast. Just one
Yeah.
solid piece, no cut. Okay.
No, it'd be 2 because it's left and right of the bone.
Oh, okay.
2 fillet.
Cool deal. And then the tomatoes last.
Tomatoes and then rosemary.
Okay, tomatoes and then rosemary. Okay. Alrighty, good shit. So, at this point, are you all
Like an ogre, it's got layers.
at this point are you all content with this dish, or is are you gonna say that you're done, or is there anything else y'all want to do with it?
I'm gonna contemplate putting prestidigitation on it, and I'm gonna look at it and be like, no, wait, I need to. Oh yeah, that's right. And I'm gonna drop it from the mushrooms now that everyone's pretty much done use the mushrooms. So now the mushrooms
Okay.
are back to their fucking taint, and and I'm gonna be like, you know what? We are halfway through the semester. I don't think they would trust us using prestidigitation or anything that's like, fancy.
No, of course.
Okay.
Unlikely. I'm gonna point over at the table with the frogs and the dwarves. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna prestidigitation their dish to just like make it super, super phenomenal. I'm just curious.
Alrighty. So now we're at the stage where Guillaume and Willow Dusk inform the class to stop. All right, class. It appears that everybody is done with their dish, and now we get to do the exciting part of Willow Dusk. We get to eat it, huh? We get to eat it. Grab your spoon and or fork and follow me.
I got a spork.
Spork. All right, Brad, my spork.
I got a knife.
It's not a knife. It's the knife.
Fuck, I was getting ready to say that.
Fuck you.
So they don't necessarily. Willow Dusk and Guillaume do not start with you all. You all get the pleasure to see them work through the different stations before they get to you. There's a dish where the 2 dwarfs that were assigned with the frogs go first, and they kind of stumble a little bit, and like we made a parsley pie. It's a chicken pot pie. The pot, and they're just kind of stuttering a little bit, and they're like, it's okay. It's everybody's here to learn. Relax. And they take a bite. And just a friendly reminder, Mike, is this was there, you said prestidigitation make it taste good?
For the frogs, yes. I dropped it on the mushrooms to make the prestidigitation for the frogs and the dwarves taste great.
Okay, gotcha.
Like super like over the top great. It's just
So they Willow Dusk and Guillaume take a bite. Oh, that is one of the best pot pies I've ever had.
Too good
Guillaume,
to be true.
it's so good. Congratulations. Both of y'all understand the spice that is parsley. It's not to be trifled with. Ah, I agree. Highest remarks to you, fellow students. And they put the plate down and they applaud, and out of obligation some of the other students give them an applause. They head over to the next table, the 4 female elves. Yeah, we prepared paprika corn. We prepared paprika zucchini, and we prepared a paprika stew. Yeah, enjoy. It's pretty good.
oh, I like them. They're going to do good.
Let us try it. And they give each of them a bite. Well, there is one thing for sure with this dish, and that is you can taste the paprika. I can taste almost entirely paprika. Oh, I don't get me wrong. I love me some paprika, but there's not much. She kind of scrapes past it. Looks like there's like this like film of paprika on the corn. There's the corn, and she kind of scrapes off some of the paprika. Yeah, we liked it. We think y'all like it too. They're just very like arrogantly like, oh, we're good. It's like, well, I think Just a little less paprika, and then you all be great. Agreed. And then they put the plate down, and they maneuver over to a group of students that use the mushrooms with their cumin.
Oh
So
boy.
again,
What?
okay.
I was
So this
reading- I was
was
reading.
this was the elf Shanastar that you got
Mm.
the cumin from. They had one of their students grab some of the mushrooms to go with it.
Oh, good.
So we decided to go with a garden salad. We used the cumin in a dressing that we think y'all will like very much, and we put that on a bed of lettuce, and then the elf that you spoke with, I trust y'all will like it. It's very light, and they present it to both of them, and Willow Dusk takes a bite of it. Well, it appears that you all have gotten a little extra spice in your all's meal. Looks over at Guillaume. We might have to talk a little bit after this one. Guillaume's like, there's a bit of a whisper between them,
Hmm.
and Guillaume does not take a bite of it. It looks delicious. Of presentation alone, I give it highest regards. I will save my appetite for this one, but I will be back. So they continue on. They go to another one, and this is the one. They go through a couple more just for brevity, and the one right before you all was another one that had mushrooms. This was the one that had the was it rosemary, Mike, that you asked for?
Yes.
So this was the table that had rosemary. They used some mushrooms. They put together what looks to be some type of mashed potatoes and gravy. We like mashed potatoes and gravy, and we wanted to make some for y'all. Here you go. This looks great. And they all take a bite of it. Yeah, I'm afraid your mushrooms are bad. Ugh.
Oh no.
Oh, it looked like Ezekiel gave y'all a bad mushroom. That's too bad. I don't know why I got Spanish there for a second. That's too bad.
You got to learn to communicate.
You all must check your ingredients before someone gives them to you. Taste them. Smell them. It smelled fine when we got it. I don't know.
Well, I mean, did you leave it out on the counter? They're very temperamental. Mushrooms need to be. They kept it. I'm sorry, Dion. This is your class. I did not mean to interrupt your teachings. Sorry, I just get very excited when it comes to cooking.
Oh, Ezekiel, you taught this individual a very important lesson. Smell the shit before you eat it.
Oh, he's all cheat. The teacher said to cheat.
You said cheat.
Ooh, everybody's ooh.
Yeah. Oh, she swears.
Oh. And now we come to Vexel. Vexel made some really good gnocchi earlier. And let me tell you, he has a really good partner with Ezekiel. And of course, you cannot ignore Shanastar and Kadim, both great students. Tell us, what did you all make for us?
Well, I can tell you right now, we did not put any magic on this to make it taste good. In case you were wondering.
We were not.
Maybe you should.
Maybe you should be thinking about that. Did you look at the past?
Go ahead, run the magic. Check it. No magic here. The black light. Oh yeah.
It's like the airport things.
Hey teacher, I'm detecting magic, and there's some coming from the dish the dwarves have. Maybe you should take a look at that.
Oh, it's like they have a spell called detect magic.
I'm gonna have to dock points if there's any use of magic.
No, I'm gonna stand back. No magic here. I mean, just taste it for yourself. The only magic is our teamwork.
That's correct.
Okay. Vexel, tell us what you all made today.
God. Help me out here, guys.
Gnocchi chicken, gnocchi cream, gnocchi with a cream based chicken on top, and then smashed tomatoes with rosemary on top.
Jesus Christ, you picked the wrong one to recite all that. What he said.
Suck my ass.
Well, I've got to admit, I really like your use of cinnamon in this. Who was the one that incorporated the cinnamon?
Shanna Star.
You're
No, I believe that would be Cody.
Cody.
That was me. It's in the cream
Did it-
sauce.
good, Jim. That is very good. I
Yes.
applaud you.
Thank you. It's an old family recipe.
Well, I must give you all credit for making a good chicken too. This chicken is so tender. Who made the chicken? Hmm?
Cody.
I wonder. I did not make the chicken.
Oh,
I
you-
make
Shana
chicken.
Star. Yeah.
Ah, Shanna Star, you know your way around the chicken. Great job.
Thank you, sir.
May I have some more?
Thank
I
you,
must-
sir. May I have another?
Well, Willow Dusk, what do you say about their dish? It's got to be one of the best ones here. Honestly, I think everybody does well, but this dish, they worked as a team. Then it's settled. High remarks for your dish, and they applaud. And in obligation, or just like kind of for the teachers, the group claps with you all as well, and you get the impression that y'all did really well.
What's the dwarves and the
Um,
frogs doing?
They are not clapping.
I'm gonna look at him and shrug. Oh no.
I feel bad for the frogs. They were just here to have a good
Yeah.
class.
Fuck,
Yeah.
what's his name from In Bruges?
You see the four girls all as well. It's like whatever. Like ours was better, but okay. So at this point, they Willow Dusk and Guillaume return back to center. Clash, before you leave, the groups that you all are in are going to be given an assignment. This assignment will be your extracurricular. And Guillaume is like, yes, make sure you pick up the task that you all want as a group for extracurricular, please. And it will be right here to pick from. Thank you. And at this point, after they say that, there's a couple people that are kind of like talking, like you hear like the fucking mushrooms, man, really? Like, did you not taste the mushrooms? And the Valley Girl's like, I told you too much paprika. Like, you just hear like some rumblings, and you see a couple people start to go up to the table where there's the curricular. It looks like there's these parchments that have descriptions of tasks to do as a side thing after class. And before I have you all go to that station to pick one, that is going to be where we end the night.
All right. I do believe we won the cook-off.
The Great Baking Show. I like cuisine.
I
But
wonder
y'all-
if that one group will get expelled.
The
The one that
survivor.
put poison, like, dude, that was awesome. I think y'all fucking knocked it out of the park, and there were so many parts I was just laughing. I don't even have a favorite. I can't wait to get back in form and make some memes for this tomorrow.
Oh boy.